Hi friends! My name is Kalea if this is your first time here. If not, then welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I am very excited to be filming the May TBR, as all the girls are. I mean, everybody loves the TBR, bro. I'm normally pretty good at just picking what I want to read, but because I've been reading more, picking the next book always seems to be a little challenging. So I've been enjoying having a TBR that's kind of like my checklist, and that way I don't have to decide. And the mood I'm in is going to be determined by what we do today. And speaking of what we do today, I finally made it, you guys. I joined the collective. I made a TBR jar. I took the liberty. If you did not see my last video, that's just me kind of embarrassing myself and talking about all the book series that I haven't finished. I said I was going to put prompts in a TBR jar that inspired me to finish off some of those series, and I figured, well, since I'm doing a series TBR, I might as well just hit the expando pack. So inside, as you'll see, cut to past me. Go ahead. See you soon.
And now it's time for Arts and Crafts with Kalea, the part of the video where we all do arts and crafts. In the top right-hand corner, you'll see my pink notebook where I have all of the prompts that I want to put in the jar written out. There are about 60 of them. I'm not really quite sure how many there are in total after the jar's been completed, because I did add some that were not in the notebook as I felt inspired. Grabbed a little marker pen. Those green index cards are going to be for summer prompts because the summer season is upon us. And then I grabbed a sheet of paper out of this sketchbook. And yeah, let's speed this up and get this going. I figured I'd only need one sheet of paper for the amount of prompts I wanted to initially put in the jar. So I ripped one out, grabbed a marker, and started on what I'm calling my Gen Pop prompts. Things that I've generally seen in other TBR jars and strewn about the internet. I chose a red marker for all of the prompts that have to do with finishing series that I'm currently reading. And then on the green index cards, I'll be writing summer themed prompts for the upcoming season. Once I finished all of those summer theme prompts, I went back and got the rest of the sheet of paper and actually wrote down prompts based on all of the categories of the anti-rot challenge that I haven't finished yet for this year. So that way I'm sure to finish the challenge at some point, because I'm hopefully going to try to get through all of these prompts by the end of the year. I did get tired of looking at my nails, so I went and did them off camera and then came back to finish the last few prompts that I thought about when I was away and start putting them in the jar. And we're all finished. We finally have a TBR jar that we can pull prompts from for the rest of the summer, and then we'll probably come back and refresh her again for the fall.
And so, here we have it. I'm excited and scared. Oh! Before we do this, no. We'll come back to you. Let's talk about all the books I finished in April. Okay, so this will be just like a quick overview. I do really long individual book reviews over on TikTok. You wonder why over on TikTok? Because YouTube only lets me have shorts that are 3 minutes long. And I start ranting. So I rant on TikTok about every single book I read. So if you want a very in-depth review, head over to TikTok. But so these will be like, so we'll just do a little like yes, no, maybe situation. The book I'm currently reading, we are about halfway through. Cleopatra. Yes, 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 yes. Resounding yes. I think this is fantastic. I think it's very researched. I mean, I didn't know, if you don't know now, you know, that Sarah has a master's degree in African studies specializing in Cleopatra's myth and her impact on Black women. I didn't know that, so she is learning me some things. Also, she is dropping bangers in here that I appreciate. Chef's kiss. Love this book. So look out for the review on my TikTok when I finish it, probably today or tomorrow. But resounding yes. Don't know the star rating yet, but it's gonna be high. So woo. Next we read The Baby Dragon Cafe. I love that book so much. I read it like when I was traveling. And though like the reason I was traveling was super sad, that book really like brought some joy and light to my spirit. It was so freaking cute. Yes. Prior to that, prior to Baby Dragon Cafe, I read The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. It was cute. It was fine. It was fine. And then before that, at the beginning of the month, and towards the end of March, beginning of April, I finished Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh. It was a thriller. I didn't like it. Are there thrillers that I'm going to like? Maybe. I do want to try to find out if there is a thriller somewhere that is for me. But that one, no. No, no, no. I also read The Little Prince, which I didn't include anywhere. Maybe I should log that, but it's a children's book. It was mentioned in, we almost forgot, The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. That book was so beautiful, and I happen to be grieving. It's a book that's about working through grief and loss in certain situations over like different characters. Within each different character's world and perspective. I think that, one, I enjoyed reading it in April because it was cherry blossoms and the world was happening. What the fuck am I trying to say, bro? I'm just trying to say that the April was Apriling. I was immersed. I was immersed in the story because as the cherry blossoms were flying around me in real time, they're flying around in the book, and the book really does connect to you, the reader. The book really does connect to you, the reader, at a certain point. Beautiful. I loved it. If you didn't like it, it's because it was too sad. So overall, good reading month. I will say best reading month of the year so far. So let's see if we can do better in May. Okay, so finally time for the TBR jar. Oh, the TBR jar. Oh, the TBR jar. I'm excited, guys. As you saw in the cutaway, we have regular prompts, anti-rot challenge prompts, and summer prompts that are mostly July related. Mostly June related, I'm not gonna lie. Andy. Oh no. Okay, it's a pink one. So it's from the anti-rot challenge, and what does this say? A short story or essay collection. Okay. Okay. Let's see what I put down on my challenge for what I wanted to read for that. Okay, so I put down I wanted to read The Automatic Noodle. I don't remember why. What are some other things the girls have added? All right. I think I'm gonna go with my choice because I feel like I did research this prior to coming here. Even if the sky is falling, that looks actually cute. Okay, so update. There were a couple of other short stories and essays, compilations, what are they called? Collections, yes, in my TBR. So I did actually take a look at those because, and here's the wrinkle in the plan, the book that I selected initially for this challenge, Automatic Noodle, is not technically, the paperback version at least is not out yet. I do not want to commit to a hard copy version. It is kind of cute. So I'll see if I can either get it from the library, find it used, or if not, then I will like put this on the fridge and wait. It doesn't come out until August though. So if I cannot find an edition for the cheapskates that I like, I will put her back in. But for now, we'll put her to the side. We'll make her like an asterisk. We're gonna make sure that we choose we'll choose 5 other things. And then this will be the 6 I read 5 books last month. No. We choose 6 other things. And then if we can, because this is not very long, we add her as number 7 if we can't do a little combiney-diney. If you know what I'm saying. No, don't do that. That's cheating. Nope, no combiney-dinies. Get to this one. Okay, here we go again. Let's not get a weird one. I'm so scared already. I don't know how this became a musical. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I got short story essay. Oh, I'm scared again. The folds are making me nervous. It's another anti-rot book. Okay, let's see what we got. A nonfiction science book. See, this is why I didn't want to do the jar, right? So far, these aren't super fun. So what did I choose for this nonfiction science book? Now we got to do it again. And the science book I added was Medical Bondage. Yeah, that's not dark. Am I going to read that, or am I going to not read that? What else have other people added? This is what it sounds like. Sorry, guys. There was another one I saw that was like about prehistoric planets, which life sciences still counts as science. I probably should read the Medical Bondage book. Ooh, data bias in a world designed for men. That's gonna piss me off. Okay, so far, oh god. All right, let's Maybe if we really shake it up, we'll get some of the good ones. This one fell out. Is that fate? I know people take that as fate when it falls out. What is this? We're putting this back in. This is Pride Pick, which we love, but we're gonna save that for June. I also have like other queer related prompts in here. So I know that was specifically for, that was too many. I'm getting all anti-rot challenges. Literary fiction. So for literary fiction, we have Writers and Lovers by Lily King. One of the book clubs I'm in is reading Heart the Lover this month, and so I really wanted to pick up this one before. I was told it's much more devastating if you read this book prior to Heart the Lover, because Heart the Lover is both a prequel and a sequel. So even though the prequel part probably I would enjoy knowing that before reading this, I would not want to know the sequel part, because then I know, and then I'm never gonna read this. So let's, for May, let's select Write the Lovers. What? That's not what it's called. Writers and Lovers by Lily King, author of Euphoria. Huh. I've never seen Euphoria, so maybe I'll be inspired to watch it after reading this book. Okay, halfway there, halfway there. With already 2 books I have to actually get. All right. Oh, woe is me. I have to bookshop some more. Oh no. 2 of these came out, and they were both anti-rot challenges, so I swiftly put them back. Oh, okay, a series prompt. We have next book in series. The next book in the series. If you didn't see the series I haven't finished video, go check that out. But as you guys do know, I have not finished the Poppy War series, which is sitting conveniently in this stack next to me. So if I read the next book in the series, even though I know there's like prompts in here that's like read the sequel, so I wonder if I should wait on that and just like read the next book in, I don't know, From Blood and Ash maybe? No. Okay, actually I went, instead of, that was, we almost had you, Poppy War sequel, Burning God, but no, instead, we went older. We went back to the beginning of my book collection. And we pulled out Brissinger. I don't even remember if I read this one. I know for a fact I loved The Eldest. And I think afterwards, I think maybe I started this and then I lost it or we moved. It was many moons ago. So I will have to like do a little mental refresher on what happened at the end of Eldest. I really feel like I read most of this, but Jesus, this is so long. This book is, wow, 2008 is when it came out. I was in 8th grade, 9th grade, probably 9th grade. Am I committing myself to 748 pages? How long is, I lied guys, we're going with The Burning God because it's shorter. Not by a lot, 647 pages. We will revisit her in another time. My brain is gonna be intellectually very stimulated this month, hooray! And the series prompts will go back into the jar because I have 10 series to finish and I did not make 10 series prompts. So for now, the series will go back in the jar. If we pull it again, it'll go back in the jar at the end. That way we don't pull it again. Noggin. One, two, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. I need to like put these on here is, so there's 4 books in the stack. So there's this 5. Summer in the City. There's nothing like summer in the city. Okay, 2 options for Summer in the City. We first have The City We Became, which I know is a urban fantasy set in New York. So it's actually summer in the city. Why did I do that? Sorry. In Manhattan, a young grad student gets off the train and realizes he doesn't remember who he is, where he's from, or even his own name. But he can sense the beating heart of the city, see its history, and feel its power. In the Bronx, okay, so we have, it looks like in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, so in every borough there is, every great city has a soul. Some are ancient as myths and others are as new and destructive as children. New York City, she's got 6. Okay, see what happened was. This was one of the options for my book club also this summer that did not get selected. So I wonder if that would be fun to read anyways. 434 pages. The other one, which I do really want to read, is They Always Come Back by Bailey Thomas, an author that reached out to me on TikTok. I'm super excited to read. This will be my first book by her. But, oh, and it's super short, which is lovely. But this is in Las Vegas, which is still a big city. Just not summer in the city. I don't know if that, I feel like I kind of have to. Yeah. Oh, this one was in my hand. Dude, no. Oh, see? More gay. This gay I will absolutely allow. Queer main character. The book that I have, I should get it. Okay, so the book I have selected for queer main character, Sleep Like Death by Kaitlyn D. And this is the Owl Crate edition, so she's very green, lives on my green bookcase. And I think I'm just, oh, look at this inner artwork with the black girl. Gorge. Oh, this is a stunning copy. Oh, look at this. A Wish Granted is a very seductive thing. I think this is a Snow White retelling. And I do love a fairy tale, so I'm very excited to have this. I think it's YA, so also might be a good breather after my nonfiction science book. So I think this might be a lovely breather after my nonfiction science book or the R.F. Kuang book or the literary fic. Either way, I think this is lovely balance. Okay, was that our last one? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is, because we are not going to go back in that jar and get a 7th prompt to avoid doing the short story essay collection. We're not doing it. Alrighty, so this is what we are. Beep, 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 beep. Should put this back up. Guys, you didn't tell me I didn't put my thing back up. I'm so sorry, Planty. Okay, Battery's dying, so better make this quick. These are the books we're reading in May, with the addition of the nonfiction science book and the short story essay collection. There are a couple of other videos I want to make in May, so I might also read a couple of other things during the month if I can. But this is a lot of pages to commit to for May. So hopefully we can get through these and have a solid reading month, because I do still have to do my book club reading, which, let me grab those actually. I also thought it'd be important to include the books that I am planning on trying to read for both of the book clubs that I'm in. I'm actually in 3 book clubs, one with my best friends from back home in Florida, another book club with a TikTok book talk influencer. Her name is Kaitlyn D, and so I joined her book club on Fable called InDispensible Reads, where us. The book club members read a book by an indie author every month, so I love supporting indie authors, and I wanted to make sure that I supported her as well. So for that book club, InDispensible Reads, I'll put the link down below if you're interested in joining that one. This is a time for us. It is a historical fantasy. I don't know if it's got any romance in it. I'm going to assume so, because it's about a couple, an interracial couple back in, I believe, in the 40s. So I would assume that this is a historical fiction, but maybe a historical romantic fiction. I don't know how much will be about their love story and how much will be about them fighting discrimination in that time. It seems interesting. In a time for us, Deborah, a contemporary African-American woman, is haunted by dreams that connect her to a past life. These dreams lead her to Paulie, a Caucasian man who feels inexplicably familiar. As she explores the concept of reincarnation, Deborah uncovers the intense love story of Jeanette, an African-American seamstress, and Mario, an Italian man entangled in organized crime during the 1940s. Her quest for truth forces her to confront the powerful ties between past and present. Ooh, this should be good. Oh, this stack is getting really long now. And for my book club, I don't know if you guys know, I didn't do a video on it. I probably should. I might do one shortly. But I started a book club. My book club is called the Melanated Reading Collective. You do not have to be melanated to join, just have to be rooting for us melanated folk. We root for everybody black and brown in these parts. And it's just to try to help folks diversify their reading, and to do so with folks who are conscious about and to just be conscious about reading diversely with your friends, with your non-melanated friends. So if you want to join us there, where we read books by BIPOC and queer authors, I'll leave that link for my book club down below. But yes, the Melanated Reading Collective for the summer quarter will be reading Call Me Mrs. Taylor by Shay Sanders, a dark, obsessive romance. It's interesting because the book club members I have now, there's about 10 of us. Half of them are very much into like sci-fi, historical things, like politics. The other half are like, give me messy romance. That's all I want to read, is like messy, spicy. So obviously Messy and Spicy went out for this quarter. Our first meeting is in June 1st via Zoom, and in person if you're in the city, but most likely via Zoom. Yes, Monday, June 1st at 7. So I need to also figure out how to sneak this book in before June 1st. So this will be a priority on top of, I'm glad I didn't pick any more prompts, bro. This is a lot of books. Oh God. We'll be reading all of these in May, we hope. And 3 more that are actually not on this stack. Heart the Lover for my other book club. A short story or essay collection. I'm gonna try to grab Automatic Noodle by Analee Newitz, and a nonfiction science book, which I believe I'm gonna grab Medical Bondage or V, but I will let you guys know at the end of the month. Thanks for joining me, and stick around this month for vlogs and bookishly fun things, because it's what we do here. Do I look cool in this pose? No? Okay, well. Okay, so that is it for May's TBR. It's kind of a big one. I'm being a little ambitious. I'm going to try my hardest to get through all of those books in a timely fashion. Comment down below which book you'd like to see a reading vlog on. I'm thinking I'm going to vlog my journey of Writers and Lovers and Heart the Lover. If I can try to like binge those two, I'm going to. But if you want to see anything else, definitely let me know. If you have any prompts, again, I will always take additions to my TBR jar, so leave those prompt suggestions down in the comment boxes. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you have a beautiful week and happy May. If you're not already, you know, do the things, follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok, hit the subscribe button, etc, 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 so I can grow my channel and this little hobby into a community of people who like to read the same things. This is me hugging you. Okay. Well, you have a beautiful week. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.